Alright, how's it going, everybody? Brian here with a capitalism video. Now, I'm making this video because I was on the subreddit and I noticed that somebody made a post asking for any videos. Are there any videos out for beginners? And I'm not the greatest player, but I've been playing it for a little while and I think I have the basics down. Maybe I could help out a little bit. So I'll be using version 9.022 and I have all the DLC, so that will be enabled except for the experimental, and no mods. I'll just be using the vanilla, no mods. So let's go to custom game. Right. Whoop. Let's put my. Let's see. Brian Corporation. All right. All right. Just pick my little emblem so it's easy to pick out. Red and B. All right, so let's go to the environment. Number of cities. This is important because this determines sort of the rate by which you will be accumulating money and what type of what size of factories and farms you should be building to be able to support that supply chain. Because let's say, if I just do one city, right? If I just do one city, I could probably get by just having like a medium farm or medium type factory. But if I'm doing more than that, I'm going to be looking into having large, maybe some assemblies. So now let's just keep it simple. 3 cities, my startup capital. Now, I like to start with a little bit of money just to make it difficult for myself. But for this one, let's just start with moderate. Let's start with moderate. All right, random events. No, take that off. The year. Anything that's important here. Subsidiaries. You can add subsidiaries if you want. Let's see the stock. No, inflation on. Okay. Now, just for the purpose of this, let's take off inflation. Let's keep those prices stable. All right, number of competitors. Let's see, competitor startup capital low. All right, all the DLCs. All right, number of ports. That's going to determine how many items you're going to have available to sell in your stores. So let's say you have it at 4, and that's per city. So how many cities are there? 3. So you're looking at 12 different ports, each of them with their own different items that you can sell. So that means you're going to have a lot of options of what you can sell, which is good if you're dealing with the AI, because the AI, they're also going to want to sell those items. So you actually, but if you have more ports, right, more ports means more items. So less corporations fighting for that same, trying to sell that same item, because what happens is that then you have to lower the price, because if you're selling chicken and 5 other people are selling chicken, guess what? You're gonna have to lower your chicken price, lowering your profit margin. So let's just let's have 4 just for this tutorial. All right, let's go ahead and start it. You can set your goals here if you want. Personally, I just like playing open-ended. All right, here we are. The city screen. Now, first thing you're gonna want to look at is take a look at all of these cities available here, right here. Click this globe, and we see we have 3: Crawfordville, Holiday Heights, and Condillo. Now, the one with the what you want to look at here is the real wage rate, right here. This one has the highest one at 78. Why? Because that means that those people are going to have the most money to spend. So that's good for your profit margin. Now, if you want something, you can go here. Condillo only has a 48, meaning that they're going to buy the products that you sell at a much lower price. Now, you can go that route. Because that also means that the real estate is very cheap here. So you can open up a store, right? I'm in Condillo. Yes, absolutely. Now let me see. Let's say I want to open up a general store. All right, let's take a look here. We hit this land value mode. Right, it shows you the hot spots. You see where it's a little darker. That red dot is the stock market, I believe. Yeah, stock exchange. All right, so oops, that area is going to be very high value, high traffic, generally speaking area. Not always. Another area where you typically find land with good foot traffic, which is what you want in a retail store. If you're opening up a store, you want foot traffic, which is indicated by that number right here on the. I can point to it right here. See 8. Take a look at that number. As I move around, it changes. 18. 18 is not good. 18 is not good. You're going to be struggling to attract customers to your business. 18, 21, I don't know. But as we get closer to the stock market, you see more buildings are in this concentrated area. 33. So let's go in here and then here. 45. Now, there's another way if you want to actually, you see these buildings right there, they're in the way. What if you want to see if there's any space in between them, possibly? In here, you can just do this. You can also hit My Firms and hit Control F. And that will make most buildings erase or simply, disappear. And now you can see what's available. You see, look, there's just a square here, so you can't build. You only have. That's just another little visual option there. Okay, so 66. Where was that? 50. Let's see, 84. 84. That's great. 84 is great. But remember, this is in the lowest income housing, lowest income city. Let's go to Holiday Heights. Holiday Heights, because in Holiday Heights, see, they have the highest wage rate at a 78. And I'll also be able to sell some higher priced items, maybe like jewelry. Eventually, I don't know, there are cars in this mod, in the vanilla version. Actually, let me check here. Automobile. No, okay, that's in the mod. That's in the mods. But all right, so in general, you want to start with a general store. General store is what I always start my games out with, because it has a great variety of items that you'll be able to sell right off the bat. Now, the drawback to that is volume. See, the general store is a small store. It only takes up 4 squares. So you're not going to be able to be moving that much product. Now, if you want a lot more profit per month, go with the discount mega store. Now, normally in my playthroughs, I wouldn't even be able to afford this, but look, I have 50 million to start with. So let's go ahead and enough yapping. Let me look for the best area here just for, let me see, for this discount mega store. 15, 24. Let's try this more populated area here. 27, wow. Okay, so not many great options. 33. 33 might be the best. 39. And remember, if we want to move these buildings out the way, make sure we have My Firms here selected and just hit Control F. There you go. 45. Okay, I mean 45 is decent considering. 48 and 54. You know what? Let's go with this right here. 54. Let's open up our discount mega store. If you would please excuse me. All right. Now setting up these nodes here. There are many different ways to do this. Now this is the general way, okay? Because again, I'm not an expert. I usually try to just go for efficiency. So let's go here. We start at the center. Let's open up a purchasing node, right? And what are we going to be selling? Let's go hit link. Now you're going to see a lot of numbers here being displayed. The price, the freight cost, quality, brand, and the overall quality. So all of these items, these are very key, very important, because this is what you're going to be selling. This is what you're going to be relying on every month to make your money. Now, current city is going to have the lowest freight cost, because it's right there, it's right nearby, as opposed to if you want to go to, let's say, I want to see what they have in the ports over in Cundillo. Look at the freight cost on these skates, $9.98. So you're going to be having to add that to the price. But some items are actually worth it, right? Some items are going to be in high demand, and it's worth paying that freight cost. All right. Now let's keep it simple. Let's start in my current city. If you're not sure what to buy, right, the staples are usually a sure bet, right? Frozen lamb, eggs, that stuff people in general buy. Now we are in the 78 is not, I was gonna say high income area, but 78 is not that high, but relatively speaking. Oh, let's open up let's do that. Okay, so you can also look here. Click this little graph, go to products, right? It has trade sales, and this shows you everything that's available for sale, and how much money and revenue this is made. So we see here they've sold across all cities. There's been $2 million worth of air conditioners sold. Just scroll by, right? Two, and that just kind of, that could be, let's see, small indication, right, of what the demand is for that product. 2 million on the ice cream as well. I'm looking for any outliers, like mobile phone, 3 million so far as the highest. So 3 million on the mobile phones. Okay. Look at the bracelet now. All right. Man, that sound is a little bit too loud. Let me actually lower that, because it's gonna be a little bit annoying. Sound effects. There we go, halfway. Okay. So let's go ahead and try. Let's look for that. What was it? Searching for this item. Mobile phone, right? A mobile phone. $3 million of a mobile phone sold. Now the price is $93.47 per phone, and the freight cost is $484. Quality 40. It doesn't have any brand yet. Overall quality 60. Let's go ahead and select that. Now we have to sell it, right? Because we just have it. It's gonna come to our store. Now we have to get it out to the customers. So we're gonna have to open up a sales node. Just double click right here. Sales. All right. But we have to now connect it, because we have the node up. But what is it selling, right? It's selling. We connect it right here. We click this. It is now selling mobile phones. So when the mobile phones come in, it will go straight out to sales. All right. So that's one. We have one item. Let's go ahead and get another one. So let's open up another purchasing node. What are we going to be selling here? Like the gold bracelet. I remember that one. That one has that was at 2 million. Or was it just B for bracelets? Let's see. No. Okay. Now, sofa. That sofa I think that sofa might be a winner. Actually, let's go ahead and take that sofa. I have a good past experience selling sofas. Not in real life, but in the game. Okay, so let's open up a third item here. Let's go to sales. Now, if you noticed, I left the space blank. You'll see in a minute. I'll let you know why. Now let's find that bracelet. Oh, I must have skipped it. Unless you can't sell jewelry in this store. See, that could be it. If I can't find it, you probably, you can't sell jewelry. See now, okay. We should be able to tell that. We go here, retail store. Let's open up the discount mega store. Now let's look. It'll tell you exactly what kind of products you can sell. Software, apparel, beverage, body care products. You can see right there if you want. Pause that and read. But what we don't see in there is jewelry. No jewelry. So we cannot sell that bracelet here. If we want to sell a bracelet, we're gonna have to find in a store that right here, like jewelry and watch shop. So that could be maybe a little side gig that you want. But for right now, let's just focus on this one retail store. So now for our third item, let's just see canned soup. Canned soup. Now we can go here. Let's go to the menu here, and we can go to manufacturer's guide. This shows you everything that can be made and sold in this game. Let's scroll down. I want to see. Okay. Let's see, for example, food, right? Food. Let's look for the canned soup. Canned soup. So in order, we'll click on the canned soup. Look at all this information here. Now the quality. First of all, in order to make canned soup, you will need frozen chicken and aluminum. Now you can open up an aluminum a mine. You can buy and set up an aluminum mine. And frozen chicken, you can open up a farm and raise and process chicken. So that's how you would go about making this. And then open up a factory and what? Okay, we're gonna get to that later. Now let's look at these right here. See that? What's this number? 60%. Necessity index. So this is a somewhat not a perfect indication, right? It says 60%, meaning that people are. It's an item that should be in somewhat high demand, but it doesn't always work out that way because locational. I believe location. Like where your city is and all that stuff also has an impact on this, but this is like when I see that 60, okay, people should want this item. If you're manufacturing tech invented, yes, so that means that somebody, if this says yes and tech invented, all that means is that somebody knows this, right? Somebody, any one of these corporations or competitors rather, they have the technology and are able to produce this. Now, right here, tech known by you. Do you know? Do you have the technology to produce this? So yes, right? So we have the technology, so we can actually set up a factory and start making this. However, we need all the inputs. So we don't have any chicken available. We don't have aluminum available. Now that might change once we unpause the map and we take a look at this. All right. So let's go ahead and get the third item. The third item. Okay, look, frozen chicken is available. Okay, so it will be once we unpause the game, the chicken. Click on the money symbol here. Go to the manufacturer's guide, and it'll bring you right back to what you were looking at. Once we unpause the game, this circle right here is going to change into a check, a green check, and it'll become available. And then, but let's get everything out of the way first. All right, advertising. Let's go to corporate details. Go to brand. Different brand strategies. Now, again, I am not an expert on this, but every single thing that I've seen, all the other people, they always say start with range brand. Now, when you switch your brand strategy, yes, range brand. Now, under this strategy, products in the same product class are labeled with a single range brand. So, what this means is that, for example, if you're selling frozen chicken, right? You're selling chicken, and you promote that. So you create a brand for it. and its value goes up, and you're able to charge more money based on not just the quality of the product, but the brand recognition, right? It's the same reason why people buy Jordans over New Balances, right? I mean, material wise is anyway. So let's not get into that now. Just the brand is very important. So yes, you. But let's say you sell chicken, and you also want to sell beef. That's in the same class of products, so you only have to advertise one of them. You don't have to put advertising money into both of them, just into one of them, and that raises up the brand recognition for that product class, which is, I think, is beneficial. And that was kind of loud again. Didn't I just lower that value? Oh, that's settings, options. Lower that some more. Okay. All right. So we can also open up another floor, but no, this is just keep it simple. So now we have the 3 items that we will be selling: the mobile phone, the sofa, and the frozen chicken. Let's advertise. So let's take advantage of this slot right here. Now remember, there's many ways to organize this. Advertising. So where are we going to be advertising? Let's click on it. Now there are 3 options here available: the TV station, newspaper publisher, and the radio station. Now what you're going to want to look at is the rating points: 31, 38, and 41. So the radio station, if you want your message reaching most people, your best option right here is this one. The highest one at 41. Now the CPM was that cost per something is 270. So it is the most expensive one out of all of these. 265 here and 258 on this one, but it is actually, if you determine that it's worth it, it's worth paying that little bit extra to reach 3% more people. I mean, it's only 5 cents, right? So let's go ahead and pick it. I think select it. Right, you click on it, select media. Now the default one, you gotta be careful about this. When you first click on that, the default number starts off, the budget is that it's gonna be 100,000. Now you might not want to be advertising that much money on, let's say, the somebody else's product. That's up to you. Quite frankly, I just set it at 2,500. Right, that just lets people know we're here, we're selling these items. Okay, now we have everything set. Oh no, training. Excuse me. All right. So training. If we click here, right? Let's just click on a node. And you see these people down at the bottom. These are the workers. Now, depending on your training budget, they will accumulate some experience over time. I know when they reach the next a certain level or threshold, rather, they get a star underneath this icon here, and then the next one gets the star, and then the node levels up. As we see, all of our nodes are currently level 1. All right, so we have our store situated. We have our items picked out. Everything's connected, right? The purchasing nodes are connected to the sales node, right? There we go. And in turn, these are all connected to the advertisement node. Now you notice that these 2 are sales, right? Connected to the advertisement, but this one is a purchase one, and it's still connected to the advertisement. It still works. It still works that way. It will still advertise it. Now, all right, everything is set. Enough of this preamble. We're ready to open up the store, right? I like setting that up right here to high, because what that does, once it levels up, you will be able to sell more items. See, the purchasing node will be able to take in more items, and the sales node will be able to sell more items. All right. Are we ready? Let's unpause it. Let's pause it again. Okay. Now the game is back paused. Why did I do that, right? Why did I do that? Pause. I unpaused it for 3 seconds. All right. Okay. So now we see here what has changed, right? The pictures showed up. That means these items are now available to be sold, right? So let's click on the phone. Let's take a look at this. Right, here's the profit graph. You can change that to revenue, right? How much sold, right? Now we see here the circle. This circle indicates it is blank, right? It is blank because there are no phones being sold, supposedly, in this city currently. Now, once you start selling them, it will start filling up. It will start filling up. It's a pie chart. And since my color is red, our color is red, you'll be seeing our share of all of the phones being sold. So, okay. Next, we see here the price. Cost plus freight. It cost us $98.32, right, for one phone. Price. We are selling the phone for $317, right? That's a pretty good profit. I mean, that's like what, not three times your money? That's pretty good. And for what should be our highest selling item, the phone, hopefully. So now we see. Let's get back down here. Now the brand 0. So this is a no brand phone. This is the, you know what I mean, this just came from some random country. Nobody knows about it. It's just not. The quality, it's 40. The quality is 40. Price that you'll be selling through 17. Okay, now the city average. That means that what other options do the customers have? Now, so even though we see here that this pie chart is empty, right, indicating that there's no phones being sold here. Some phones are being sold, but by the competitors, right, by the people here that you're gonna have to struggle with. None of those guys are selling phones, so you'll be the only one. That's great. That's always great. Leave the customer. You're the customer's only option. That's not good for the customer, but in this, and as a capitalist, that's fantastic. All right. So price. The average price. $317. So maybe it'll actually is letting us at the market because nobody else is selling it. Right. As opposed to this item. Now we have this item, the average. So for the average selling price, right, the city average, it shows the average ratings, and competitor products and your products. So we see that this item is being sold around the city for about $427. Our price, $400. Right, so our price is lower, and if we look at here, we're selling our qualities 45, as opposed to the city average of 37. So we are selling a higher quality product for a lower price. However, it's a no brand, it's a no name brand, as opposed to the city average, which is 20. All right. Now I like to keep that price just a little bit lower, just because in the early few couple of days, you want to generate some profit. You want to really entice these customers to please come on in, buy from us. Because typically I don't have a lot of money, but we're starting here. We have plenty of money, 40 million. So we don't have to lower that much. Let's go move on to the chicken. See, the city price is $270. That's approaching the city price. If I keep it that high, that's not that of an enticing proposition to the customer. They would much rather buy the city, the one with the higher brand number. So let's lower this. And you can raise this later, so don't. All right, so we've adjusted our prices. Now let's unpause the game. Supply, right? So we can go. By the way, if you want to see where is this phone coming from, just click here, supplier. and go to supply, or you can hit F7 or U. And it'll take us to the dock. So we can see right here, it's coming from top right, Crawfordsville. Let me see here. The seaport also has available, hair color, cigarettes, frozen beef. Now, if we want to get back to our store, we can just hit, since we only have our firm selected, all right, we can hit down or up. It cycles through all of your firms since you only have one. Now, actually, let's hit, should we leave Control F on or off? I like playing with it off, but I'm not sure how you guys, especially these blocked by these buildings. But let's go ahead and unpause the game. All right. So as we take a look, we have 0. All right, now we have 57. Phones have arrived. They are in stock. All right, so this is what we have in reserve here. So 99, 138. You see, as the days go by, you buy more and more. Now let's look at this. All right. Let's pause it. It is now January 5th. January 5th. Not a lot of sales. Let's take a look at this. Our best, we can, let's hit this button right here. Right? This shows you how much profit you've made. So, turns out we have not sold a single phone. We have not sold a single phone. Not good. Here. Let's actually take a look. Let's go to quantities. We sold, so in 5 days, we sold 3 sofas and 790 units of chicken. What's going on? Why is this not working? Well, it could be the price, right? It could be the price. Maybe that price is way too high. So let's lower the price. See, look at that. See, my mistake already. I spotted it. Let's go. Let's reset that. See, the city average 30. So I was selling my rink-a-dink, no name, no brand phone for the same price as, let's say, right? Let's imagine it's Apple's iPhone. I'm selling it for the same price as the iPhone. People are not choosing my phone, so we're gonna have to lower it. Let's lower this price. So instead of 317, let's give them a real good price. Let's say 225. You come here, $225 and get you this phone. Now let's go to the sofas. Okay, maybe the price is too high. We've only sold 3 units. It could also be that the people in this city simply are not interested in their product. So you might have to go in and try another product, right? And that's where, the challenge comes in. Because sometimes these people, they will want certain product. Now we can try. I unpause it. Now, okay, so the chicken is selling. Look, it's selling. It's about 600 a day. Let's change that into profit. Quantity, revenue, profit. So we sold about $3,300 worth of chicken. Sofas, 3-5. See? So now things are picking up. Let's pause it again. Let's look to the bottom here. This shows our company so far. After opening our store, is now January 10th. Overall, we've lost $44,000. Now, let's click this money symbol here. Let's exit that. Okay. Financial reports. First number, sales, revenue, operating revenue. So we sold $22,485 worth of merchandise. It's cost us just to purchase those items $8,363, and we've paid $29,220 in freight cost. That's why it's better to sell items that are in your city. Because look at that. That's eating into our profit. We paid $29,000. If we were selling something that was being manufactured or being sold at a port in our current city, Holiday Heights. Is that our city? Okay, yeah, Holiday Heights. Yes, this number will be way lower. Our salaries paid to our employees, 10,000. Operating overhead, 11,000. PR, 2,500. So this is the amount of money we spent right here. Advertising. PR does not stand. It does not stand for Puerto Rican. All right. Public relations. All right. Training, because we have our training bar maxed, meaning that our employees are getting the most training they possibly can. And we already see, look, and after 10 days, we look, what I tell you about the stars. There's one. Then the next is the second star. And then after that, it levels up. All right. Now, overall, our expenses were $66,000. So overall, we've lost, year to date, this store, $44,000. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just starting out. It's a new store. You have to take into account that we're purchasing all these nodes, right? The nodes cost money. All right, let's go back. We can also open up a second floor and sell more items, right? To maximize our potential to make some money. Now let's unpause it. So now at this point, I'm looking at this phone. Okay, well, it's 2,700. 30 cents. Okay, 30 cents. So it's about $1,000 worth of phones a day. Now, let's pause it. Let's say, all right, these chickens, right? These chickens. Hey, turns out there's a market here for chickens. So I'm looking at this. I'm seeing, okay, the chicken that's available here, it's 40. It's the 40 quality. All right, that's not too high. City average is 37. Not okay. The base is 32. The base is 32. So, and it's costing us. Let's link here. Let's see here, 73 cents. What's the fake cost? A total of let's just here that we're on 121. Now, what if I want to sell my own chicken? I want to manufacture, not manufacture. I want to raise and sell my own chicken. Right? Maybe it'll give me a cheaper price. I can get it, or I can actually get a higher quality chicken eventually with the training. All right. So now let's look at let's open up a farm. Where are we going to open up our farm? Now, this is the opposite as opening up a retail store. When you're opening up a retail store, you want a high wage rate because you want your customers to have money and be able to pay for your premium, high-priced items. Now, when you're opening up something, when you're going to manufacture a factory, a farm, what you're going to look for is a low wage rate. Low wage rate, because you don't want to pay them a high wage. Unless you want to run this like some kind of moral paragon. Hey, you're more than free to do that. But here, we're in competition. We're trying to make this money, expand, okay, and get some more revenue. So let's go to Cundillo, right? That's the 48. Cundillo. Now, where are we going to build our farm? Let's go here. Farm. Do we want a medium farm or a large farm? Now, let's go with the large farm. That just gives you more wiggle room. You can now open up a medium farm, but the problem is that you can quickly become the need could outstrip your production capability. A lot of these things I'm saying for the first time. So please excuse me while I formulate these thoughts. All right, so now when you're opening up a farm or a factory, you're going to want to get it as close to the port as possible, right? That's going to keep your freight costs low, because let's say I have it over here. Let's say I open up this farm. Let's say I put it all the way over here, right? That means that a truck, right, and the freight is going to have to carry that chicken all the way from over here down to the dock, and then from the dock onto a boat, for the boat onto the other city, from that other city out of their port and from there and up to their store. This all something you have to factor into when you're trying to build a factory or a farm. So let's get it as close as we can to the port. We see here that there's nobody has built anything here. Actually, let me hit Control F. Am I missing something? No, nothing. So nobody's even here. So this is, all right. Let's just go right here, right in front of the port. Right in front of the port, right across the street, right? Okay, so we have our large farm. All right, first thing we're gonna wanna do is, let's open up our livestock raising node. So we have all of these other options available, but we want livestock raising because we're gonna be raising some chickens. Now, there it is. Let's click on that. Cattle, chicken, pig, sheep. And it also shows you what you get from each of these. Now, since we want chicken, select that. Now we need another node, right? Now we're raising the chickens. Now what are we doing with those chickens? Again, there are many different ways. You can put it over here, over there. It's different ways to kind of put this together. Now we're gonna process that livestock. We're gonna raise them. Now let's process what we get. Now let's connect it, right? So now this raise the livestock, raise the chickens, process them. And now what else? We got to sell them. We got to get them out. So we're going to sell them. So we hit 3-step process. Now in order to proceed, we're going to have to unpause it. So let's go. Let's unpause it. And if you give it about a day or two, it will give you an option. Here we go. Let's pause it again. Select product. So chicken, right? Well, we also have available eggs. So hey, that's an option that we have in the future. But for right now, we want to sell chicken. And a very important thing, something that I like to always do, is because we need, the higher quality your product is, the higher price you can sell it for. So there's two ways of doing that. First way is with the training. Now that takes time. That's a gradual process. If you are, let's go back here. If you want a more immediate benefit, let's go here and we're headquarters. Let's open up headquarters and I'll show you how you can raise the quality of your product here that you're producing in your farm. So we have here these 9 nodes. I like to put my, first we need human resources. I like to put it there in that left corner. Now, human resources. Now, if you want to just change the training levels, make it just a blanket change for all of your firms, you can adjust that right here, right? And you hit apply. Now, if you want to just do a training session, which is very beneficial. Now let's take a look, right? Level 1, right? It's level 1, and it's producing quality 30 quality chicken. That's not high. Anybody can make that chicken. Any competitor could open up their own chicken farm and start selling it, and the customer isn't going to have any incentive to buy ours over theirs because it's the same quality, unless we have the brand awareness. But we'll do that later. Now let's organize an intensive training program. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is what's going to increase the quality. Now let's just start off, since we have 36. Wow, we have $36 million. Let's go. If you hold shift, right? If you hold the right shift, it makes it increase faster. So let's just do right, 3 million. And let's see what that does. Confirm. All right, training has been executed. So out of 41 employees, 39 of them participated in that training and their skills have increased. Now let's take a look. We should see the chicken. Look at that. It went from a level 1, right? It was level 1. Now it's at an 8. It's at an 8. Now let's unpause the game and you'll see how that chicken quality will raise. Meanwhile, our store is still going on. Let's take a look at this, right? Let's take a look at this. So these items are kind of lagging a little bit. Not quite happy. See, so we can change. All right. So these items, they're selling, but they're not selling great. You know what I mean? We can do things like, see, it's because the 51 right here. That's not that high of a number. It's the best that we could do, but it's not the high number. You can actually change that. So, and this is a gradual thing. You can open up an apartment. Open up an apartment. And you can put it, let's hit Control F. Move these buildings out of the way so we can see. Nah, we can't build here because there's a store right in front, but we can open up some apartments right next to our store and increase the foot traffic over time. That's a gradual process. If you actually want to see if your city, check the housing situation in your city. Let's open up this menu here. Let's go to cities. Or you can just hit T, right? A lot of shortcuts if you have them memorized. I don't. I have a few memorized. All right. So city graphs. Now let's scroll down here to the bottom. These are the two you want to look at: supply and demand index for housing, and the supply and demand index for the office space. Now there's more profit to be made, more money to be made in the office space. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and open up, and we see, look, it's at a negative 81. And actually, let's go to Holiday Heights because that's where we are located in. Excuse me, Holiday Heights. All right. So as we see here, there's plenty of housing. 5.1, right? There's plenty of housing. So, meaning if we were to, let's open up an apartment. Let's just put it right behind. So let's open up 2, right? 1, 2. There you go. There are our apartments. But because the city already has sufficient housing, we're probably gonna have to look at that, and it went up to 10. Ooh. Okay, so meaning we're probably gonna have to lower our land value here. Where is this? Right here. Rent. We're gonna have to lower the rent. But there's an easier way to do this. Go to the headquarters. Open up a real estate department. Check this. Now I have it set that it automatically adjusts the rent to keep it at 100%, or as close to as 100% as possible. But since there's plenty of housing, we're gonna have to lower this a little bit. All right, now let's go back. Let's go back to the housing here. Holiday Heights. All right, so the office space is at a negative 83.71. And if we go down to every single city, we'll see that it's the same case where there's a high demand for office space. We're only going to focus on this one city for this tutorial. So let's go to commercial building, right? Commercial building. We have all these options. Oh, we're out of money? Okay, so I guess I don't have as much money as I thought, but all right, all right. You can just open up a commercial building, and what you want for that is that what raises the value is it has to be near shopping, right? Near shopping districts, retail stores. That's the type of stuff that allows you to charge more rent. Let's go to the headquarters. Yeah, it's already checked. Okay. Now in the beginning, these apartments are going to be, man, I wish I would have built the offices instead of this. Okay. No, we're not going to demolish it. All right, so in the beginning, it's going to be losing money. Just FYI, in the beginning, it's always going to be losing money the first couple of months. And as your tenants fill it out, of course, you get some more money. So, let's see, that 51. All right, chicken. Let's unpause it. Let's go. Let's get this chicken going. 65. Look at that chicken quality, 65. All right. So now that price. So this chicken is now available for purchase. So you can buy it and sell it at your store. Same as your competitors. They can do the same. Now, this is high quality chicken, so they're gonna want it. Now the price, right? The price and the freight price, we're probably gonna have to lower this price. Why? Because even though our chicken is the highest quality. We're competing with, oh, look at that, the quality is up to 93. Look at that, 93. We're competing with the chicken from the port, which is going at 73 cents per unit. So we have to find out what's let's actually stop selling. Let's stop selling the port's chicken and let's sell our own. So right here, let's go to the chicken link. Let's click our chicken. It's right there. An easier way. If you want a quick way, just go to click here, all suppliers, and find yours, your companies. And this is to show you every item that you're manufacturing that can be sold at that store. So for example, if we were manufacturing those gold bracelets from earlier that we couldn't sell, right? That wouldn't be listed. We can't sell it there. But if we were in the jewelry store and then we go to, bam, what's being sold here by our company, the jewelry, the bracelet will show up. So now we have here, we can just go ahead and select it. You can double click or just select it. Now, if you have multiple stores, if you have more than one store, it's going to get annoying, right? Because you're going to have to go to each and every individual one and select, okay, my chicken. No, you can go to batch, hit batch, and it'll do it for every single store that you have. Since we only have one, it'll only do it for one. It'll do it for every store that you have that's selling that product. So if you have 10 stores and they're all selling that pork chicken, but when you hit that batch, it'll change it so that all 10 stores are no longer selling the batch chicken. They are now selling your chicken. All right, so let's go ahead now. We have, all right, so our chicken is down supply. But it's not being displayed there. Why is it not here? Why is it not being sold? Why? Because we still are selling this pork chicken here. We have 25,000 pounds. Now, you can wait, right? You can wait. Let's fast forward a day. Let's see the math. See, it went down from 25 to 23. So approximately 2,000 or so pounds of chicken per day. So you do that math. What, 10, 11 days? Do you want to wait 11 days to sell your own chicken? That's up to you. Or we can just hit clear stock. Now you're going to take that loss money-wise, right? Because that's merchandise that's cannot be sold. You lost. But now you can now start selling your own. You see here? See the red? We're now selling our chicken. Now let's take a look at. Now we're gonna have to lower our price. We're definitely gonna have to lower our price because the city average is 266. Now even though ours, actually let's see if the customers will buy at the city average, even though we don't have any brand awareness. So our chicken is actually great quality, right? 44. Why is it saying 44 when it should be So this is the farm, right? We'll take a look at the farm. Quality here is 93. Now we're showing you why the quality here only says 94. That's strange. Wait a minute. Because here 93. Now maybe it's being lowered by the brand because we have a 0 in brand. So as you see, right? Even though we have great chicken, it's not really selling. We sold one. Let's go to quantity. We sold two units of chicken here. Let's skip so it goes forward one day. We're not even selling any chicken. Let's see, February 2nd to the 3rd. We're selling very slowly, like 1 unit. Okay, we're gonna have to lower the price. Let's lower that price. So we're the newcomers on the block. Let's sell it at. Now you don't have to lower that this much, but we kind of want to guarantee that it'll at least be sold. Now, let's on pause. Now, let's see it. Price has been lowered from 260 to 197. Now 6. Okay. 470. Look at that. Jumped up to 470. See, we have increased the demand by lowering the price. Now, what's another way to increase demand and actually allow you to charge more money for this chicken? The brand. So, right now, let's pause the game. We are advertising this chicken along with these other products for Oh, I love seeing. Look at the demand increasing. Look at the demand increasing. This is great. Now, sometimes you can pick an item and it'll start selling immediately, day one, immediately. And sometimes it takes time to build. And you could take the risk of looking now. Let's say I'm unhappy with the progress, right? This sofa. Let's say I want some more immediate success. I could just change the sofa. Let's go to all suppliers, and I could try my hand at another item. And some of these items, they show you the demand. Apparently our chicken is in high demand, right? Let's see what else is in high demand. What else can we find? See, these are blank. That's because nobody's even tried selling them here, so we don't even know. All right. Let's advertisement. Okay. Let's so instead of advertising all of this, we're gonna set it to only advertise the chicken. Why? Because we're gonna be spending a substantial amount of money. We're gonna raise it from 2,500. Hey, let's do it with a steady. Let's do 100. Now the computer likes to go to 130. Like that's what I've noticed. Like they started off just to get that jump at 132. So I mean, if that's what the developer has determined is a good starting off point, let's go ahead with that. Because again, I am not an expert. So here we go, and we're only advertising our chicken for that amount. We're not going to be advertising the other products. So as you see, look, there's that pie chart. And we, if now, what if chicken is being sold somewhere else? How do we check that? How do we check that, right? Like, how do we know if another competitor is out there selling chicken? They might be selling it for a cheaper price. Who knows? Let's see. Let's double click that. Now, here we go. In Holiday Heights, we are the only competitor selling chicken. In Condillo, look at that. Hold on. Let's pause it. In Condillo, they're selling chicken. This retailer, right? Razonic. They're selling what chicken? They're selling our chicken. That's something that I was going to get to eventually, but let's go to it now. Let's go to our farm. Oh, and I'm seeing a problem already. Now, okay, so we've sold 69,000 units of chicken. Ooh. All right, so okay, we haven't made a profit yet, but we will. Hold on. Now let's see who's buying this chicken. Let's go here. View clients. So you see here our store, right? Our discount mega store for approximately $174,000 worth of chicken. That's how much we're purchasing every month at a markup of about 18%. Now that's not that good. Now they're selling at 38% markup, right? The store, Razonic. Let's go to their store. Double click it, and there we go. And you see, look, high demand. It's raising. It's going to be in high demand, right? It's already midway, and it's high quality, so it will be in high demand. But as we see here, look at this bar. Look at this yellow bar. Look how low it is. Our supply is very, very, very low. Our supply is very, very low. Okay? That's not good. Because if we increase our supply, if we increase our production capability, we can have more than simply these two stores. These two stores are taking everything that it can handle. So let's open up another livestock raising node. Chicken. We can link this up. We don't have to open up another processing one if we don't want to. Right? We don't want to. Let's say we don't want to for whatever reason. Let's say money's low. So we go here. Let's just connect it. Now let's see. Now this chicken being produced here, it's going to go down to this node and being sold in the same node, right? So this is now going to increase our production capability. Now let's say we want a more immediate response, because what's happening right now is there's an obvious need for this chicken, for this high quality chicken. If we can't meet that demand, if we can't produce enough chicken to satisfy all of these competitors' needs, right? Because we want them to buy our chicken. Then they'll just open up their own farms, and they'll be selling their own chicken, eating into our profits, competing with us. So this is a problem that you should fix reasonably quickly. One way to do that is to level up the nodes, right? Because that increases production capability. Another way is to open up some more nodes. Let's just increase it. Let's go. Let's open up some more. Let's link these up. And again, we're gonna have to set it to process the chicken into frozen chicken. Select product. There it is. It comes up. And if you want to see, hey, how much chicken is that selling you? You could click right here. So we have 4,000 pounds, right? So it was about like 1,400. It goes down by like 1,400. Hey, now it's down to 398. See, but now this next node right here is up and producing. We should see this yellow bar start going up. Now, if you want to do some more, this might be overkill, right? Because once these level up and they'll be able to produce more, you might be outstripping demand by a substantial amount. But you know what? This is just a show. Let's go here. Let's see what. So still only the 2 stores. Oh, by the way, we haven't even checked up on our retail store, our discount mega store. All right, let's pause it. Phone. Let's double click this. Let's see. Is anybody else selling a phone here? No, we are still only competitor selling. All right, sofa as well. Same the chicken, but the chicken isn't even. It is not selling as much as I would hope. We'll try lowering the price some more, but we'll have to lower the price over here. Let's see. Because at a lower price, they're able to sell it. If they're able to sell the product at a higher they're able to make a higher profit margin, right? They'll be more likely to stay selling your items and not open up their own farms. Throat gets dry. I've been talking so much. I normally don't talk this much in a whole day. Throughout a whole day. Okay. So as you see, the yellow bar is increasing. You can also let's do some more training. All right, we have $9 million. Let's not spend $9 million on that. Let's do another way to make it. Whoa. Control. Control is another way to make it go higher quicker. I should have probably said that in the beginning. Yeah, shift works, but control is faster. So let's just do about I want to do 3 million. There are 3 million in training because I want our production capability to be as high as possible because I want everybody selling our chicken. All right. See, it's going up. So now we definitely. Now, you will eventually see is that we're making so much chicken, right? We're making so much chicken. What else can we do with that chicken? Let's go, let's pause it. What else can we do with this chicken? Now, one way to do this, there's many different ways to get to this menu, but you can go to Farmer's Guide, chicken, right? Click on it. Now, this brings up what you can make with this chicken, right? And so far, all right. So in the vanilla version, you can sell the frozen chicken, or you can turn that along with aluminum into canned soup. But unfortunately, we don't have canned soup available. It is not. We don't own. We don't have any aluminum available. We don't own an aluminum mine, and no aluminum is being sold at a port. So we can't do this at the present moment. Now, let's say we want to, okay, aluminum. I want some aluminum, right? Let's see how much could that be. Let's go here. Now, you can scour the map, right? If you're a sleuth, if you're visually blessed, you can scout the map and look for the different, right? Silica, no. Gold, no, we don't need that. We're looking for aluminum. It's going to take too long, all right? Or you can hit this right here. Click on the pickaxe, and it'll bring up these letters. Right, so now what was it that we're looking for exactly? Aluminum. So aluminum, A, right? I believe it's A, unless, because some of these aren't actually A. Let's see, aluminum. Look at that. Here we go. So in Holiday Heights, there are 2 aluminum deposits. Let's check on the price. So this one, right, has a reserve of 37,000 tons. Quality is 63. That's another thing you're gonna have to be mindful of, the quality. 63, and it's only worth 5 million. It's only worth, that's very, very cheap. So 5 million, lower quality. Let's look here. This one's 58 quality for 5.9 million. Okay, so we don't have any high quality options, because the higher the quality, the more you can sell the item for, right? If it's made from high quality, great quality, 93, 100 quality chicken, and then 58 on the aluminum, that's going to bring that overall number down. 73. All right, so this is the highest one, because the city doesn't have one. So let me see, do we do 63, 58? Oh, that's 73. Yeah, I wanted the 73 every time. Now let's take a look. So it's going to cost us $7 million. We have 8.1. That's going to bring us down. All right. The natural resources firm. Mine. We're going to do a mine. We're going to open up an aluminum mine. We don't have enough money, because along with, plus the land cost, right? So the land and the building cost. So it's going to come out to, what's that? 9 million? So we don't have enough money. But it's not over, right? We don't have enough money. So we can wait. We can wait until our store sells $1 million worth of merchandise, or maybe we can get a loan. Let's check out a bank here. Let's get a loan. Because unlike us regular people, you know, we can't just ask for $1 million loan, but as a corporation, we can. Let's go to financial actions right here to borrow/repay loan. Now, as we see, there are 2 banks available: Logic and Revolver. Credit limit. This is what they will allow us to borrow. Now, Revolver will allow us to borrow 2.4 million. That should be enough money to buy the aluminum mine, open up the canned soup factory. Yeah, I mean, together 8 plus that's 10. But yeah, hopefully that's enough. So let's go ahead and let's borrow this money. Now the annual interest, right? Annual interest, $259,000. Now let's do the quick math on that. That'll make the screen blank. I don't know about that. My phone is not near me. You know what? Let's just do the quick math. All right. So 259, right? 1,000 divided by 12. So that's gonna. Oh no, multiply. Oh, 259,000 divided by 12. So that's gonna cost us 21,500. It's gonna cost us $21,500 a month. This loan right here, this $2.9 million loan. And let's give us some time, right? Which sounds like a lot, but when you get going, that's nothing. That's nothing. So we're gonna take this loan. Now, term length. The max is 5 years. I like going for the max because it gives us as much wiggle room, the most wiggle room that we can have. We don't know what the future might bring. You don't know if we pick 3 years, we don't know that if in 3 years when that loan comes due, that we're gonna have this money. Hopefully, it should be pocket change for us. So let's borrow. All right. So there it is. There it is. There it is. So now let's go ahead and open up. Let's buy the aluminum mine. There it is. All right. Now let's set this up. Now, what you should be going for here is efficiency, and the most efficiency that I found. All right. Damn, I really hope I'm giving you guys the good advice, because this is how I do it, right? When it's just one starting out, I have the sales in the middle and the mining on the outside, and then if the demand is high and I need some more, I could just put more sales here, another sales here, and then on the outside here have the mining. Connect them up. Now let's unpause it. I'm gonna show you guys a little something. So we opened up this aluminum. Now we saw that nobody else was offering up aluminum, right? Nobody owned an aluminum mine, which, by the way, we can check. Let's check. If you want to check, does anybody have an aluminum mine? Let's go to firms. You can just hit F, right? The control key. Bam, shortcut F. It brings us here to firms. I really should learn these hotkeys. All right, now let's go to retail store. I want to see. No, I want to see. We want to see the mines. Let's see the mines. Not my mine. So it shows us what mine we have. We have this one mine here. We want to see what everybody has. Let's go to all. Nobody. So nobody here has a mine. Meaning we're the only person that has mine aluminum available to us. So we can, let's say, if we hit internal sale, that means nobody could purchase it. No one of our competitors can purchase aluminum. Only us. So that's if we want to hog it, right? And that comes in handy if you have certain resources that you want to have a monopoly on. Like I know in one of the one of the mods you can open up a hospital, right? And you have to grow doctors. You grow them at the farm, but you can make a lot of money selling that. So if you simply set those doctors to internal sale, then nobody can use them to manufacture the medical services, giving us a monopoly on hospitals. But eventually they might decide, hey, we're gonna grow our own doctors. So like in this situation, they might decide, hey, we're gonna open up our own aluminum mine because we want aluminum to make our own products. Now you can counteract that by simply, hey, I want to buy up the remaining aluminum deposits. 5, 10 plus the building cost. You're looking at maybe like 12 million. If you want to take it that far, to just buy it up and just have monopoly on aluminum. But aluminum it's not that big of a deal. So now, manufacturers. All right, so now we can make. Actually, let's go ahead and unpause it. And we want to open up a factory. So we need more money because we're low on money. Let's open up another factory. I don't think that's going to be enough. Now this game is there's so much more. There's so much more here to go over. Hiring a CEO. I mean, I haven't even gotten over that. Public relations, dividends. All right, the CEO, researching. So I'm a CEO. Oh, CEO and CEO. Look here, you can also, let's pause it. You can actually no, it's not pause it because we need more money for this factory. How much is for the factory? Let's open up a large chicken factory. Yep, let's go a large. How much will that cost? Now, man, I don't know this for 100% certainty, but I believe if you place a factory right next to a farm, it'll decrease the quality. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. Let's actually put that to a test because I'm not 100% sure on that. 85, or it's good. You see, remember it was at a higher number, right? But it's going down now. Why? Because this lower quality chicken is bringing down its quality rating. Because this is a 9, right? This is operating, right? It should be a 70 here. But this is bringing down 45. So I can do some more training to bring that up. Let's borrow some more money. Let's get this. You know what? Since we're low on money, we don't have. Oh. Because if we buy the. Let's just see. Out of curiosity. Okay, so right now, 83. Right? 83. Let's open up the farm. Rather, the factory. Large factory. Let's see if it lowers the. 80. Okay, no. 64. Oh, yeah. Oh, it lowered it. Oh, by a lot. No. We're going to have to move. Okay. Oh, man. And we don't even have. All right, so how do we move this? Right here. Move. You can hit relocate. Relocate firm. We don't really have enough money. Oh, we don't have enough. So we're just going to be selling. Oh. Let's check the prices on our discount mega store. Is anybody selling this? Now, this is one way to look. Another way would be to simply look at the pie chart. If you see another color there, then that means somebody else is moving in and they're selling this item. But if they just started selling it, it won't show up there. You have to click. Now, this store, let's look at the store. Wow, so last month we made 7,000 in profit. So you know what? Overall, we lost 1.1 million. Why is that? We need to sell more items. We're not selling enough items to maintain this store and make a substantial profit, which is, so let's go. Because discount mega store costs like 34,000 a month in maintenance. So let's open up a second floor. Let's do the same thing. Let's purchase, sale. Let's take a look at these items. Cold pills. Let's look for high quality items. Sometimes computers. Nobody's even selling computers here. Wow. Nobody's selling computers. This one is higher quality. 60. The price 309. It's cheaper, and the freight cost is like 4-5 times cheaper. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one from Alpha Cyclone. And nobody's selling computers. Trust me, that this will not last long. Now let's see the price. I would have thought that would have sold something by now. Let's see, May 2nd. Let's go to May 3rd. No? Okay. Let's lower the price. Let's fast forward the date. See, does it change? Okay, 550. The day 17th. Okay, now it's okay. It's moving. Now let's take a look here. A sofa. Sofas. We're selling a lot of sofas. You see here, our quantity is already. It starts to dip into the yellow bar. Meaning that we can, if we so choose to, open up another node selling it. Whereas look at that chicken. We've only made $35,000 selling that chicken, and every single month we spend $132,000 advertising it. So this has not been profitable for us, and that's reflected on the fact that we lost $1 million. We're slowly making money, and when we open up some more more floors and sell more items, that number will go up. As we see. So all right, so we have a hit here. The computer was a hit. It'll get there up there eventually. Let's open up some more. Let's get another node up, and let's see if we could. Now that soup, yeah, I want to sell that soup. I want to sell our soup. Got sidetracked. Yeah, Let's borrow some more money. And let's relocate this farm. This firm rather. Let's put it here, far away. Now let's see if that chicken quality goes up. Please go up. So I see that, man, 77, 70. What? Okay, well, it went up a little bit. All right, here we go. Setting up a factory. Now, setting up a factory. Many different ways to do this. First of all, what do you want to produce? We want to produce the canned soup. So, what does canned soup do? What does it need? It has two inputs, the chicken and the aluminum. So we're going to need 2 purchase nodes, 1 manufacturing node, and 1 sales node, right? Because the 2, I can actually, now, you can do it manually, right? You can do it manually, or you can do it, let the glorious developers who took their time and figured this out, let them set it up for you. You hit this green book, manufacturer's guide, right? It's going to bring this menu up, right? Bam, see right there, set up factory. All we have to do is click this, and it'll set it up for us. Now, this sets it up, keep in mind, to its maximum capacity, right? This is how this set up. All 9 nodes are being used. This is like if you're selling a lot of canned soup, you have a lot of customers, you're selling at your own store. This is, you want this like that. Now, you might be in a situation where you don't anticipate that you're going to be, maybe you don't have a lot of money and you can't afford to open up all these nodes and the running costs. So you might want to set it up by yourself by only having, let's say, these 2 nodes up, right? These 2 by yourself. Just open up 1, 2, 3, 4. You can run this factory by only having these 4 nodes up, right? These 4 that I'm circling over, right? 1, 2, they all feed into the manufacturer and then goes out to the sales. That's all you need. And then if you want, you can even use the other space to make some other stuff. Like you can have this one be a purchase, manufacture, and sell, and you can sell it to something else. You have many options. All right. So now this stuff isn't red because we need to choose the input. Where are we gonna get this frozen chicken from? Let's link it up. Look at that. Oh man. All right. So this Escalade, this company Escalade is selling. They're selling their own chicken. I was afraid that would happen. Let's double click this. Let's see. Where are they selling it at? And they're selling their own chicken in Crawfordville, but they're not competing with us. If we want, we can just keep lowering the price of ours, right? We lower the price and kind of make it. That might entice them to stop selling their chicken and just sell ours if it's a low enough price. And it'll encourage, if other people in Crawfordsville want to start selling chicken, if our price is low enough, our chicken is high enough quality, they'll just start selling our chicken, competing against him for that. So that could be a problem. This could be a problem. This could be, in the long run. Wait a minute. And they're advertising. I just saw that. Yeah, they're advertising. It's already at a 3, so they're putting money into it. Our brand is at a 15. All right. So let's go here. Let's pick our chicken. Screw this guy. We don't want this guy. Look, we're selling it for way cheaper. And, the freight cost is cheap because it's right next door, practically. So let's go ahead. All right. So we're going to take our chicken and aluminum. We're going to take our aluminum. Unpause. I give it time to set up. Man, I should have got some more water because man. I have a bottle. All right. All right. So there's our canned soup. There it is. Now, it costs us approximately 77 cents to manufacture 1 unit. And we're selling it for $3.33. Now, that price is a bit high. Um, we can compare it to, let's go here, it's back to our store. Let's look at the other canned soup here. Let's compare it. So you see here, look, the canned soup coming from the port is at 149. Ours is at 333. You know, it's way double the price. Ours is way more expensive. Quality wise, okay, it is better quality, but it's not high enough. But the overall is 45. So this is not a very enticing proposition. See, for this, that could work for us. If we're only worried about ourselves, we only want to sell the canned soup for us in this city, and we don't want anybody else. If we don't care that other people might see that we have high prices and they start making their own canned soup, again, we're trying to avoid that. Since that's the route we're going, that we wanna spread out. We want to be a supplier. You know, what I like to do is very simple. You pick one city, that's your home base. That's your, bam, I'm gonna open up my retails here. And then everything else, right? As we already see, since Cundillo has the lowest wages, all my manufacturing capacity is gonna be here in Cundillo. Another thing to keep into mind as well is the distance as far as the cities are, where they're located. We see the middle distance here is Crawfordville. That's the one in the middle. No. And the wages is 56. So it might actually be, you know, I guess you have to crunch the numbers really to figure this stuff out. If it's set up a manufacturing hub here and then supply these outer cities as opposed to, see, but you see, for that, you got to really go into detail and do the math. Because the wages are cheaper here, but it's further. So that could affect the situation here. So let's lower the price of our canned soup. Let's lower it. What was the price? What were they at? $149. So I'm gonna have to go even lower. What? Not the, okay. Let's just go. Let's go with 102. Just a little mid-range here because we are low. We only have 1.6 million. And let's unpause. Let's go back to our discount mega store and let's buy it. See, now it's cheaper. And then with the freight cost, see, the freight cost is $1.19. So it's in total is going to be $2.21 per unit. Whereas here it's about 2 something, low twos. So we might have to even lower it even more. Let's go to clients. Oh no, we already have people buying it. Oh, I love it when that happens. I love it when that happens. You think you're gonna have to make an adjustments, but they say, nah, that's good enough. We'll buy it. We'll buy it. And they're selling at a 334% markup. So this guy is very optimistic. 445. He's going way above the average, the city average. They're not gonna buy that. And look at that. He only has a 12 foot traffic. That's not gonna be selling for 445. I guarantee you that. Look at that. Not one. Look at that. Nothing. Nothing. Units. Nothing. See what I mean? It's not. He's gonna have to lower that price. All right. You know what I'm saying? He, but I. They. Let's just use they. The other didn't receive as a woman. All right. So. Profit. $16,000 worth of profit. We sold 62,000 units to all right, let's go back to our discount mega store. We're selling our soup. Brand is 0. Let's advertise it because the higher the price. We have, all right. Search engine zoom.com. They have a low reach, like 5.25. We don't, that's too low. 58 here. Let's advertise the soup. Surprised that it's selling when the average city average is 547. It's actually selling. So I'm very surprised that it's actually selling. Let's fast forward a little bit. Hey, okay. Now, let's say we want to raise the quality of our soup, right? Let's say we want the best. Let's say we are producing the best chicken we can. We bought the best aluminum deposit available. Which actually, this isn't the best chicken. This is a 5, so it's not the best chicken. But theoretically, let's say we produce. Let's say we maxed out the training. 9. Everything's at a 9. It's max. What else would affect the quality of this chicken? We can click here. Now. So our chicken, ultimately, the canned soup comes out. Our canned soup technology is at a 30. A 30 out of 100. And in total, that's worth 40% of the final quality rating. Now, the input items, such as the chicken and the aluminum, right? So that was max. Let's say that was at 100 both. Max. Then that would be, we will get 60 out of 60. So you add these numbers right now. Our numbers are only 41. So 41 plus that 12 equals 53. So now how do we raise the tech? We're going to have to research that. We're going to have to do some R&D. Now for that, we're going to need some more money. Let's go ahead and borrow this money. All right, now, research firm. Now when you're opening up a research firm, you're going to want to have place the best city with the most money, highest education, it's quality of life, education. All right. So here's 16.9, 16.69, nice in Crawfordville, 18.80 Holly Heights, and 6.94 in Cundillo, right? Low income area, low wage, same thing, right? Cundillo, and that reflects low education, right? This is just. And that page had lots of helpful information. If you want to take a look at that, it's interesting information, but it's not, it's not all necessarily. You don't need to know a lot of this for what we're doing. Okay, so wow, hey, look, that computer is selling pretty well. Price agreement. Oh, now, why can't we change the price? Why can't we change the price of this? Why? It says price agreement. That's because the manufacturer is also selling it in this city, right? Let's double click here. Look at that. So we previously were the only ones selling computers. Remember that? Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different firms selling it. And they all have their own, all except for us, they're selling their own brand of computers. So because the manufacturer, Alpha Cyclone, they're also here selling it, we can only sell it at the price that they're selling it for. So if we want to sell a computer for our own price, we're going to have to make it ourselves. Or pick one where the manufacturer isn't also selling it here. All right. So as you see, as time is progressing now, we're seeing that there are more items being sold. There's now more competition. It's no longer simply, hey, we're the only ones in town and we can set our prices. Well, you know what? So I guess okay, no. All right. For everything except for the computers and the canned soup, we're competing here for prices. So even though ours says higher quality, we don't have the brand recognition for the moment. How much have they sold? They sold $110,000 worth of. We're at 21,000. Let's see if we can. Let's lower the price of this. Actually, let's lower it cheaper than their price. Right, $397. Okay, and now the computer, since it's selling so well, is dipping into this yellow bar here. we can open up another node. This is a success. So one right next to it, another sales node right there. Bam. So now increasing our sales potential here, right? But that's also going to cause the yellow bar to go up, right? Because now this is demand. The yellow bar is the demand. No, wait. That's supply. Yeah. No, wrong. The yellow bar is supply. How much you have left. This is the demand. So it's maximum demand. Customers want it. Right. Soup is not in high demand. That's why we lower the price, and we are continuing to advertise to raise that brand awareness up. Anything here that we're dipping to supply? A little bit in the chicken, a little bit. Now, another thing when it comes to prices, if you have your price too high, right? This is in high demand, right? It's in high demand. But if my price is and you never know what that value is, but you raise it too high, you might actually be inviting a competitor to start selling that product at a lower price. And the same thing, like when I mentioned with the doctors way earlier here, is that, right? If you open up, right, and if nobody has the doctors, nobody has the hospitals, nobody. But if they see that I'm selling them and I'm making a profit, that makes them now, oh, we're gonna also open up our own farms. So you have to be, and there's ways so you can counteract that as well. You can buy them out. You can go here in stock market. You can buy shares of their company and just buy them out. You can take controlling interest in them and close down those firms. Yeah, or you can also do it here, acquire a company, right? You go corporate. How much is it? 30 million. I don't have 30 million for this, but you can. Now, technology, research. This is how do we raise the technology? Let's go to the one with the highest education was Holiday Heights. So here, R&D. You pick one, whichever one you like. I generally like, because sometimes you're going to be spreading out your R&D firms across different cities, so I like keeping them in one area, so I know I can just, wherever I look, it'll be on this left area here, right? So Holiday Heights, right here. Now we're going to be researching. We're going to want better canned soup. Now you can go individually here and do product, right? You can go individually, click that, do that, or predefined. You go to predefined and hit use. So these are the ones, and you can also make your own layouts and you can save them. So here's this layout. That's not a very good layout. We want one where they're all connected, like so right here, all connected. And they will all be working together. Damn. Maybe that way it works as well. But this is the way that I've always done it, so just playing it safe. Now, let's hire some people. Let's hire some people that are going to be taking care of and researching this technology. Food. Here we go. Here we see. These are the possible scientists, little researchers that we can hire. Now, 93. This one's, he could be our head researcher. Now, what if other companies are researching, right? What if they're researching the same thing as you? You can just steal their research. Let's go here. Headhunt. But nobody has any, nobody's doing anything with the food. So it's nobody for us to poach. Let's scroll. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, 9. So look, see footwear. Logic Zen is doing research on footwear. And they have some pretty high level 90s. So all right, so so you can see they're focused. They're heading towards footwear, right? Sneakers and stuff. That's what they're gonna be working on. Us, we're gonna be making use of our chicken and our aluminum, because that's what we have. We have the farm and the aluminum mine. So let's go ahead and hire all. There we go. Now let's start the R&D. Let's find that canned soup. Here it is. So as you see here, right, our current tech 30. Top 100. Let's go ahead. All right. Now here's another part where you have to make a decision here. Now, if we hit 6 months, then that means every 6 months it's going to go up by 7. Or if we hit 1 year, that means that by the end of the year, we have accrued 22 technology points. Now, we want to get it to 100. It's currently at 30. So, we're going to need 3 years. But that's a long time. That's a long time to be seeing no improvements from it. And also, over time, some different researches will become available. So, your situation might change. You might be, you might be, and if you stop the research, it'll take off all of the progress. So once this thing starts, it's set it and forget it. Let's just do, just to show. Let's see, 6 months. Let's just do 6 months. So we'll see when it goes up. Once the quality goes up, we'll be able to sell it for a higher price. Now, another important thing to look for here is, what is it? This heart right here. Now, it's at 30, meaning that's 30 out of 100 is not high. So another corporation can come and poach them from us. We don't want that. We want them to stay here working for us, researching for us. We want the highest skilled researchers available. Okay, so we're gonna have to. That's gonna cost us. We're gonna have to raise their salaries. So, right, look, you could raise them by 50%. That's a little bit. I say we want to raise the salary by 25%. Everybody here is gonna get a 25% raise. Let's see what that raises their loyalty number by. Okay, 42. Okay, so let's raise it by another 25%. 58. Let's keep going until we get. Okay, we're at 100. So we're paying these guys a lot more money, but in the end it'll be worth it because it'll give us a leg up on our competition. So even if Joe Blow starts selling canned soup, it's not going to be as good as our canned soup because we have the best technology. They'll have to now start researching, and it'll take them years to catch up. Now, if they don't want to wait those years, they can buy it, right? You can buy technology from other people. Go to the headquarters, go to the CEO. You can acquire product tech. You can acquire technology from other companies. Let's see, I want to have a video streaming service like Netflix. I want to open up my own little Netflix. Well, you need a minimum of 30 for video streaming and video storage. We're going to have to research that. That's going to take what? That's going to take some time. Might take a year. Depending on the quality of the researchers, it might take a year time to get even the minimum threshold is 10 to open up that internet firm. So I believe. You know what? Should I try just to show for the just to show? So I can research this myself. It's going to cost us money to pay the researchers, pay for the land, to open up the R&D. It's millions of dollars and time. Or we can simply bypass that by buying the technology from a competitor. Problem is, it's going to cost us money, and they might not want to sell it. So let's see here. Let's say I want to buy the video storage system from Lightworks. Please sell it to me, please. We are not in need of cash, and thus not interested in selling our technology. So he said no. They said no. Let's try the streaming. Same company and the same answer. They're not interested. So if we want that, we're going to have to do that ourselves. All right, so we're researching the canned soup. And, all right. Look at that. That chicken doing well. The sofa's also doing well. Now we can open up another node here if we want for the sofa. And it looks like sleep prop 270, see? The one drawback about having this advertisement node is that you can't open up a second one for something that's actually being successful. It's like the phone. But you can do this, right? Let's say I'm looking at the sofa, right? The sofa's, it's kind of slightly dipping into our supply. So let's just say I want to sell more sofas. Open up another sales node. And let's connect it. It doesn't have to be connected down here. So this remote phone, connect it. Just like this. Easy. And now we're selling more sofas. Let's open up another node for the canned soup. Let's look at that. Okay, so our soup is better quality than the one our competitor is selling. It's higher quality, higher brand, higher overall. So customers should prefer buying ours. And their store is actually pretty close to ours. Where is that? Yeah, look at it. It's pretty close to ours. So what you should start seeing is a decrease in their quantity sold per month. And just to make sure, let me lower it just a little bit more. Ah, look, they lowered theirs to 390. Okay, see, now we're in a little bit of a price war. Now let me pause it. And this is the advantage that we have as the manufacturers, because we are manufacturing this soup. We control everything. We control the aluminum, the chicken. We control the factory that takes all that stuff and makes it into the soup. We control everything. So we can set our price. So I can sell this for 99 cents. I can sell this at a loss and drive them out of business. Let's take a look at this. It's Super Force. Let's take a look at their firm overview. Let's say overview. Now they have 19 million in cash. So, okay, driving them out of business. That might not happen anytime soon. They have one retail store, one farm, and looks like 2 software development firms. Now this is something that I personally like doing. I just like looking at my I like looking at this right the band. Ooh, it's a lot of red. But we're turning a profit. Look, last month we made $483,000. So now things are looking up. We're progressing. Took a little bit to establish these different things, but once we got them established, I mean, the big money sink was these 2 apartments. They're only 67 and 66. This has not gone up. I thought it would go up. Maybe it needs a higher number to go up. Okay. Should be a little bit longer. Okay. So where were we? Let's see. We have 14 million available. We can borrow that, and as long as we turn that, I mean, it's simple math, right? I mean, let's take a look at this. So that 14 million is going to cost us annually 1.4 million in interest. Right. So it's a little over 100 grand, right? A little over 100 grand a month. So if we take all this money, we simply need to use it to create something that makes me over 100 grand a month, and it'll be worth it. We come out ahead. Like bonds are a good way. Oops, exited. Bonds are a good way to make some money every month, some passive income. You can find one at a high enough interest, like this one at 1.59. That's not. I mean, you can put your money into that, but it's way, like, you can put your money. You can open up a new farm and make way more than that every month. So, all right. I hope that is sufficient enough for a little overview on how to get things started and a little bit of how things work. Yeah, if you guys would like more videos about this or to show some other aspects of this, please don't hesitate. Let me know. It will be my pleasure, because I'll play this game anyway, so I might as well, put out some knowledge if people are open to it. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Peace.